Hey everyone, Logansfarm here, and this is going to be a little bit different, oops, wrong way, slight bit different review today, because it's windy as hell out, but I'm outside. I wanted to be outside because it's just nicer out, and I could smoke a cigarette, but windy as hell out, so we're sitting in my car doing this review, in the driveway. I'm not going anywhere, but it's just a place to get out of the wind. What we got here is Joose Kiwi Strawberry Malt Liquor Beverage, 12%. Yeah, that's what it is. I've never had it before. It's 23.5 ounces. But I'm gonna guess it's basically like the same brand as Four Loko or something, because they're it probably is. I guess I'd have to look at a Four Loko can and maybe see what they're... United Brands Company, La Crosse, Wisconsin. Any under special agreement, La Trobe, PA. I don't know what that means, but premium malt beverage with natural and artificial flavors and certified color. Yeah. I can already pretty well guess it's probably going to taste like ass, but yeah, it's worth a shot. I mean, at 12% alcohol, even if you choked a couple of these fuckers down, you'd be feeling pretty good. I think they're like $2.50 a can, and they're not too expensive. But we'll find out if it's more worth it after I've taken an actual drink of it. But yeah, if I don't drink it, the old lady's going to get it anyways. Because I'm just going to do a quick review, and she's going to get the rest of it if she'll drink it. That's definitely pink in color. I don't know if I can get that. There's some on the lid there, but I'm not going to dump it in my car to find out. But let's go for it. Definitely smells like a kiwi strawberry. I can already tell this is probably going to taste like ass. Maybe not the flavor, but the aftertaste on these drinks is always what kills it, so here's hoping. Oh wait, there is kind of an aftertaste. It's not bad though. It's definitely better than the Four Loko after flavors. Four Loko is probably the main one that everybody's heard of. There's also like Colt 45 Blast or something like that. I've had one of those. Those have a pretty bad aftertaste too. If anybody's ever had the Tilt, I don't know how well that's known. Tilts aren't too bad. Those are the ones I can generally drink without having much of a problem. Those ones just are like syrup. Like, you don't really have much of an aftertaste. This one's kind of like, I'd say, in between a Tilt and a Four Loko. It's got good flavor. They all usually do right off the bat. Good flavor. But this one only has just a little bit of aftertaste. Four Loko has a horrible aftertaste. Tilt doesn't have much of an aftertaste. It's right down there with Tilt. I'd say Tilt and this are probably the best two. At least out of the 4 brands I've had of the different malt flavored beverages like this. There's a couple more flavors of this. I might grab them and review them. I know there's more Four Loko ones I haven't reviewed. I think I've reviewed all the Tilts except for the green one. I've had it, but I haven't reviewed it. I think I've reviewed the blue and the red for sure on the Tilt. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's one of them things you buy when you're already drunk and you don't really care because it'll just get you hammered. I mean, a couple of these cans, 12% alcohol, will do you a pretty good job. I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, but a couple of these will get me going pretty good. I'm not saying I can drink a shitload and not get hammered, but not necessarily lightweight either. Oh, second taste, not as good. Wasn't as fruity and sweet as the first taste. More of an aftertaste that time. Still not as bad as Four Loko. Yeah, I don't really think these. I mean, for a malt beverage, I have no idea. It tastes more like a fucking like a vodka or something, like a mixed vodka drink or something. I guess maybe that's what puts it in the malt liquor category. I have no idea. I'm not a booze expert. I just drink the stuff and tell you what I think about it. Still not too bad though. I'd finish the can, but I'm probably gonna give it to a lady because I said she could have it. I was just gonna do a quick review on it. I'll at least get her maybe down to the halfway mark and then she can have it. But still better than Four Loko. Not as good as Tilt. I think Tilt's a little bit better. But for the price, it's not horrible. I'd probably buy it again. I mean, if I just like a can of it just to, you know, throw in there as an emergency backup or something. You know, after you've already had a few beers and you maybe want something a little more tasteful, this has definitely got the flavor. Once you've had a few in you don't really notice the aftertaste so much anymore. I've only just gotten started on my 40 for the night, so I'm really not even, I'm sober basically is what you could say. I got a 40 and one of them ice house edges in the fridge, so just a mild drinking night I guess. But we'll give her one more shot and then we'll probably cut her off. Yeah, I might change my answer on that. The farther you get into the can, the worse it tastes. I guess I'll go with my one statement. I'll say it's probably good once you've already been drinking. For your first can of the night, like the first thing you start with, not a good choice. Definitely I'd say keep it at the end of the night, last beverage, or maybe in the middle somewhere you've already had a few. Still better than Four Loko. I'd say, hey, give her a shot. You only live once. She's worth at least one shot. It's not nothing for carbonation. It's pretty basically as flat as you can get. No, nothing worth burping about. I know Rugby would like some more 32 ounce and 40 reviews. My liquor store really doesn't have any 32 ounces, and the 40s they have I've pretty well reviewed. I guess I could, the only 40s left they got that I haven't reviewed are all common beers like Budweiser, Bud Light, yeah, Budweiser, Bud Light, maybe Miller Lite or something like that. I can't remember. I'll probably go through and do them too because I haven't done them in the 40 ounce bottles yet. So I'll probably go through and do them. I'll have to get some other places and buy some booze sometime, like out of town, with a better selection. I don't get very far very often, so that's why my selection on beer is limited. And I try to only buy single cans when I review, because I don't like buying a whole case or a 12-pack or whatever they got if I'm not going to like it. So a lot of my reviews are if I can buy it in a single can, or if somebody just gives me a couple cans and I'll save one off to the side for a review, like as long as I haven't done it before. And winter's coming, so beer reviews will pretty well be the main main views on this channel. Let me review a Camel cigarette, a Camel Light cigarette. Or I should say Camel Blue now because they can't say light anymore. That is tasty. But I do not recommend smoking because it gets expensive. Not really worried about the health risks, I'm just more worried about how much money I spend on them. Everything will kill you nowadays, so I'm not really worried about the health risk. But I'm more worried about how much money I have to spend on these fuckers. These things are $5, $10 a pack now. I remember back, oh fuck, I've been smoking for 10 years now. I started smoking when I was 12 years old. Not heavily, but you know, I started smoking. Gradually it built up over time. I'm 22 now. And I remember when I could get 3 packs for $10. I mean, figure that out. That's about $3 a pack. Now, fuck, you can't even get 2 packs for $10. You gotta fucking have an extra $1 in your pocket or 20 cents. Same thing with gas. Sorry, I'm going to ramble a little bit on this video, but same thing with gas nowadays. When I first got my license back at 16, that was, well, 6 years ago. Or even back when I got my permit, that was 7 years ago when I was 15. Look, well, actually, my first car was exactly the same as what I'm driving now. I used to be able to fill the thing for about 25 bucks. And I'm driving the same exact kind of car now as I was back then, and it takes me about 60 bucks to fill it. So you figure the big jump in gas damn near doubled itself since back in my day. I feel sorry for you and my kids, because it ain't gonna get any better. Cost of living goes up, but the money you're making coming in stays the same. Same thing with my Explorer, actually sitting back there. I've had that thing since I was 17 years old. I've had that still around. I still drive it, but I remember I used to be able to fill it up for about 40 bucks. Now it fucking damn near cost me $80 to fill it up. That holds 21 gallons. This car only holds about 14 or 15. I filled it up to top the back off today. Put 12 gallons in it. That was $48. When I used to be able to do the same thing for between 25 to 30 bucks. I mean, that's what it cost me to fill my vehicles up. Actually, all of my vehicles, if I were to fill them all up from empty, it would cost me, every vehicle I own, if I filled them all up from empty, it would cost me about 3 days' wages. Around 300 and some bucks it would cost me to fill up all my vehicles. My Malibu, my Oldsmobile, my Explorer, my truck, my Mustang. About 3 days worth of wages it would cost to fill up all my vehicles. That's pretty bad. Fuck, damn near cost me damn near 2 days wages just to buy groceries. $100, $200 worth of groceries don't get you fucking far at all. That's buying cheap shit. You know, like store brand and like, you know, fucking mac and cheese and ramen. That shit, fuck, it takes a lot of money to buy all that shit nowadays. I remember when I used to live off 20 bucks a week for food. And now, fuck, it's 50 bucks just a week at least. And that's eating fucking 69-cent mac and cheese and fucking 5 for 10 pizzas and cheap shit. I don't even buy like nice food. I can't afford to. I mean, even if I did, it wouldn't even be that worth it, because I'd be spending a lot of money for food that would only fill me up for one meal anyways. Yeah, I don't know why I'm rambling on this. Maybe I'll cut it into 2 parts, and then I'll just keep the beer review on one. Fuck it, I'll just upload it all at once. People enjoy this kind of shit occasionally. We do one more drink off this, and I know I said that before, but I'm just in a rambling mood now. I just got into it. Yep, I'll still stay with my statement though. It's better than 4 Loko, but I would not drink it before the end of the night. Or I would not drink it at the beginning of the night, I should say. Definitely an end of the night drink. It's not good, not bad. I'd at least give it a shot. You're only out like $2.50. If not, there's always that guy drunker than you that you can punt it off on. But I figure I can only beat a dead horse for so long, so as always, well, I guess I can't say as always, that's 92 Greens E34's line, but I'll just say, I don't know, keep on trucking.